Hi everyone, it's Katie. I know after this quarantine and isolation, we are all going to have the same problem being very hairy. So I wanted to give you a couple tips to maintain your eyebrows at home. Normally we don't recommend that you do anything with your own eyebrows. Some people find it is a little difficult to match them to each other or to not over tweeze the brows when you are doing them. But I'll give you a little tricks to be able to do it at home. So normally what I do when I do my eyebrows, even if I'm in the spa here and I'm waxing them, I color my brows in so they are the ideal shape that I want them and the ideal thickness, and then I kind of work around that. It gives you a nice easy guide of what hairs you should remove, what hairs you may want to trim, etc. So what I've done is I have gone ahead and I colored my brows in. This is how I normally have them day to day when I am wearing makeup. So always on hand when I'm doing my brows. For sure, I have the little spoolie and the tweezers. And then as a little side, some people don't have these, but I know there's some of you that are little risk takers out there, have the scissors to trim their brows. So what I normally start with when I'm doing my brows is I will just brush them out of the way. And if I'm not waxing, you're not going to be able to get all the little hairs, the blonde fuzzy ones, but at least you can get the ones that are standing out the most just to help you feel a little bit better during this time at home. So what you're going to do with your tweezers, so I have the angle tweezers, so I would go in directly this way so that the angle lays on my skin like that, if you can see, not going in with the point down. So I'm going to take the tweezers and I'll just go along the brow. And if you need a little magnifying lamp to do this, you can do that as well. And I go all the way along. And I'm just following that line that I've already laid out. You can see already that I'm starting to clean it up. It was getting a little bit bulky underneath there. But yeah, just laying the tweezers along your skin and then going along those lines. I do not tweeze on top of my eyebrows. I will wax them, but I never bring the tweezers up there. I find it not really necessary. So I normally just stick to underneath the brow and then in between if need be. But even that on a lot of people is just kind of blonde fuzzy. So if you find the dark ones in between, you can deal with those. And again, just going along that line on the bottom there. And if you don't normally color your brows in at home, what you can do is just take any sort of eyeliner pencil, do it with what your brow shape is, so going with the natural shape still gives you that guide to be able to tweeze around it. It is super helpful because I know the game of you comparing eyebrows, being like, oh, they should take that one hair off here and the one hair off there. So this makes it super simplified. I only had to do a little bit. It was super, super quick. And I personally am going to tweeze my eyebrows. I don't recommend that you do this at home, but I know there's some of you out there that might. So what I've done, if you can see, is I brush them up so the hairs sit above the brow like that. And I can see on mine personally that these ones are a little bit longer. So I take the scissors and they have an upwards bend. I'm putting that away from my brow. I'm not going to trim them like this, so that makes you cut into the brow. So if you are going to do this, there are safer ways to do it, so you don't cut into your brow. So keeping it away from the brow, and I don't trim very much off, and I just kind of go along the edge there, and then I brush them back into place. And same with over here, so I just brush them away, and then I take my scissors. And given I am very comfortable doing my own brows, I've done them for years, but for someone who's doing them at home and doesn't have a lot of experience with doing their brows, just be very timid when you're taking away the hairs. Don't go all the way in and just start taking away everything, because you will look at them after and wonder what you did. Okay, so again, just brushing them up, and I have the scissors facing away from the brow, and I am just trimming them there. So super simple. It is handy to have that little brush, even if you have, well, it's a mascara wand technically, but if you have a brow brush or anything of that sort, recommend using it. Color them in so you do have that guide around the brows that you're able to use. And then it was super simple and just gives us the chance to take care of ourselves a little bit at home. If you have any questions in regards to what we used or what we did, just send us a little message here and we will get back to you.